Welcome, my friends, to an unboxing extravaganza. That's right. Oh, wait, this thing is still on the screen. That's right. You've come to the right place if you want to see fantastic comic book goodness unboxed before your very eyes. That's right. We have just this one book. A comic. See this funky slip? That's because this thing came international. Does it say how much he paid? How much did it cost him? I don't know. It doesn't say the price. But alas, it's here. And it didn't even take that long. I was kind of worried about, how long it was going to take to arrive with international shipping and all that stuff. But it came fairly promptly. I was hoping that the book would be in good condition because it's a raw comic book that I plan to submit for grading at some point in the near future. So that was another little concern of mine, but it's a fantastic book that I'm going to show you just now. It's a fantastic book that I've had my eye on. I feel like it's undervalued. And there, over time, perhaps this book will be, something that raises in value. But even if it doesn't, this book falls in my perfect Venn diagram of it is just a book that holds great value on its own. It is an Indy Grail to some. To me, I'd say. It's one of the best indie key books you can get. I think there's great history with it. There's a great creative team on it. And there's like rumor mill that something may be happening with this property on the big screen. And you know what that tends to do to book values. But again, this book is in my favorite Venn diagram of there may be some potential for that. Some potential to maybe get in before Hollywood gets its dirty paws on it and the price really jumps. But even if it does not happen, still a fantastic book that is already inherently awesome, valuable on its own merit, and just independently an important book to own and add to your collection. So, without further ado, let's bust this out. Because I'll tell you. Oh, let me do a little tape. Because I'll tell you, man. Another part of me pulling the trigger on this was the great deal I got on it. I felt like this gentleman was offering the book for a very fair price, considering the condition that I predict that it's in. I sent him an offer because what kind of comic book buyer would I be if I didn't at least slide into his messages and ask for a bit of a reduction in price? So I did my duty, slid into his messages, and got a little reduction in the price. Nothing too crazy, but he was fair. He played ball, brought the price down a little bit to an even more juicy spot. So I said, you know what? I can't turn this down. So here we go. And probably one of the, I'm starting to wind down in my bigger comic book purchases as we get into 2021. And this is going to be one of the, tail end types of purchases like this. But enough upfront fanfare. It's unboxed. It is, as you can see, it's magazine size. Right, here's a regular comic book. It's a bit bigger. What could it be? What indie darling book could it be? Magazine size. It's none other than Deadline magazine. Number 1111. That's right. First appearance and introduction of the ever so cool Tank Girl, man. Tank Girl. Look at her shaving her head, bro, with a piece of busted glass as her mirror. Fantastic cover. Um, let's open it up. I want to see the Brian Bolin art inside. Because Brian Bolin, and this guy must have, because this book, I said it came internationally. It came from Glasgow, United Kingdom. So maybe this fella bought this off the rack or something in the UK when it first came out. I don't know how many owners this book has had, but it came from the UK. It appears to have survived just fine. Oh yeah, this thing is nice. Here it is. Let me give you an examination of the condition of the book. Let's see. So there's a little dog ear in that corner there. That part's pretty smooth. A little bit of fraying there in that corner. Let's look at the spine. You know, that's where a lot of the damage tends to happen. You know, we got a little tick here, which that's fine. I knew about that. Subtle spine roll. This top corner's got little dingage in the top of it. Ain't so bad. Let's look at the back. It's a white. It's got a bit of a, is that dirt? Yeah. A little creasing here. A little bit of dirt. Be nice if that lifts off. So if this book comes back at what I predict, and I'm being a little conservative, and I don't know what a clean and press is going to do to it, but if this thing shakes out at an 8.0, then I would have purchased this book for like about $300, $350 under GPA. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. Let's find Tank Girl, because, you know, it's a magazine style, so there's multiple stories in here. Different writers. Different creators. Here's one short story. I was a sex slave secretary. So, you know, a bit of risque type of content, but what else would you expect from this the book that brought us Tank Girl? Where is it? Oh, page 7. Page 7 is Tank Girl. Let's check out some Brian Boland art, shall we? There's Tank Girl. Yeah. Oh, that's a sweet panel. Look at that. With her in the shadow, puffing the cigarette, with that big ass rifle. Very cool. Very cool. And then boom, the last page. So it's like, let's see, all said and done, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. 5 pages of Tank Girl. Bam. And if you weren't aware of the, you know, potential Hollywood rumor mill, is that Margot Robbie's, you know, she's the gal that plays Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie owns a production company, or is partners in a production company. I don't know the details of her arrangement, you know, but Margot Robbie's production company purchased the rights to Tank Girl, and they had a director attached to it and all that good stuff. And supposedly there was a movie, in the works, a script being written, something like that. The most recent news update article I saw was from November 2020, recently, and they said that coronavirus pandemic has put a hold on the production of this movie, but they're still very passionate about the idea, love Tank Girl, and hope to get it back on track soon. So, what does that mean for the fate of a Tank Girl movie? I don't know. I think that if Margot Robbie was to be Tank Girl, I think it would be a good business move for her, since she has amassed like a comic book fan base already. So I would think that some of her built-in fandom would like to see her take over that role. I think it's very female action. She's a female action hero. So I think that's very of the time. I think there's an appetite for that. I think studios are down to greenlight that type of project. So I think that's working in its favor. And I think it'd be pretty cool. Whether they, pull a Birds of Prey on it and just totally get the tone wrong and blow it, if I'm being honest, is to be seen. But I think it sounds like a cool idea anyway. And who can forget the 90s Tank Girl movie? That was my first introduction to Tank Girl, was that movie, which I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't know how it holds up, but I have fond memories of it. I remember the girl that played Tank Girl was pretty cool, pretty funny. So yeah, man, great indie classic, Deadline #1, first appearance of the one and only Tank Girl. I hope to send off a submission soon, in the next month or two. I hope to, I don't know how long CGC has taken, but we'll see how that turns out. And we'll see if how my grading prediction plays out. If it came back better than an 8.0, oh baby, that would be such a home run for me. But we'll see how that goes. I got faith. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Bam. Brian Bolin, the man. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to make this little quick hitter. I wanted to document the opening of this thing just in case it was beat to shit. I could say, look, man, check my channel. This thing was beat, because I was worried about how it was going to arrive condition-wise after it traveled, internationally. But it held up great. Gemini mailer comes through in the clutch once again. And there you go. What do you think, guys? Cool book. It's a what do you call it? It's a testament to, a little patience. Sometimes get some books on your radar. Keep an eye out. Follow these different eBayers. Keep your eyes peeled. A good deal might just fall in your lap. And I think this one was a big win for your boy. So happy to add that to the collection. And that's all I got to say. And that's all I got to say about that. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate you stopping by the 84 Network. Drop a comment. Drop a thumbs up if you feel so inclined. And take care. God bless America. Peace.